Hello, you're welcome to the second edition of Divine Truth. My name is Dr. Eveline Joseph. Today we'll be discussing how to overcome joblessness. It's a continuation of overcoming joblessness, which will look at joblessness as a state of someone not being employed, either by the government or personally. In other words, not doing anything to bring income, daily, weekly, or monthly. We look at 4 basic factors that can cause joblessness: laziness, pride of not starting small, false hope, I call it hyper faith, and Satan can also be a cause of joblessness. So today we are discussing on how to overcome joblessness. We will be considering the first point. To overcome joblessness, you need to pray. Of course, in our first edition, we said Satan can stop you from having a job. As Apostle Paul said in Acts chapter 16, from verse 9, he said, "Great and effectual door is open unto me, but there are many adversaries. There are many enemies. There are many people opposing and stopping that open doors." So you may have an open door of job, but yet you are being stopped by many adversaries. So you have to prayerfully seek for a job. You have to pray, do what you are supposed to do spiritually. You have to sow seed. You have to pray. You have to fast to stop those works of Satan. And it does not end there. You have to move out. Go out there, apply for a job, seek for job, tell people you need job. After doing that, you have another thing you can do. You have to do what? You have to be creative. Create a job for yourself. You can do a small business. I remember personally, I am not ashamed to start small. I remember when I was much more younger, 18, 20, I could do a small business of fish pie, just doing fish pie. And then it was not like you sell it big money, just sell it for a very small money. Of course, I'm from Cameroon. I used to sell it just 100 francs. But I used that to send myself to school. So you can employ yourself. In fact, I enjoy employing myself. Another thing you need to do, you need to be social. You need to be social. Remember Joseph in the Bible. When Joseph was put in the prison, what brought Joseph out was not just that he was remembered, he interpreted dream. Joseph was social. In the book of Genesis chapter 40, verse 6, Genesis 40, verse 6, the Bible makes us to understand that the faces of the buckler and the other Pharaoh's servant who was put in the prison, their face was darkened. And Joseph walked up to them and said, "Why is your face dark? Why is your face like this?" They now told him they had a dream. He was able to initiate that discussion. He was able to be social to those people. Some of us can say, you tie your face, all of us we are in the prison. So you face your own, I face my own. No, Joseph went to them. The baker and the buckler. He saw that their face was not clear. He decided to meet them. And after meeting them, they explained the dream. It was at It was a job opportunity for Joseph. A serious job opportunity. He had to interpret that dream. It was a job. If he didn't ask, if he didn't socialize with them, and it was so serious that I came to this prison, I don't know why I'm even here. Mind your business, I mind my own business. He wouldn't have gotten that job opportunity that eventually brought him out of the prison. So he socialized with them and he got a job opportunity that he could interpret the dream. And that dream brought him out of the prison. Oh my God, it's good to socialize so that that job you are looking for, you don't know who will bring that job opportunity to you. So a simple socialization in the prison gave Joseph a great job that brought him out of the prison. Another thing you need to do to overcome joblessness is for you to develop yourself. Develop yourself. There's a story in the Bible in Judges chapter 11 from verse 1. The story of Jephthah. Someone who was rejected by his brethren because he was born by a prostitute. They say you can't have a place. They sent him away. But Jephthah did not go and sit back and be crying and say, oh, they have sent me away. No. Jephthah went and developed himself and became a warrior. And as he became a warrior, they sought him. They looked for him. They went back when they were in trouble. They said, come and fight for us. And guess what? Jephthah said, oh, this is an opportunity for me to have a great opportunity to lead my people, to become their leader, even though they sent me away. What happened? He said, what will you give me? They have to negotiate. He became their leader. Jephthah that was sent away became their leader because he developed himself. If you are even employed and you refuse to develop yourself, you will lose that job. You will be sent away. Take, for instance, if you are a secretary that knows how to use only the typewriter. In this, our dispensation, nobody will employ you. The days of typewriter is gone. Today, everybody is using computer. And you're not expecting anybody to employ you when you're still you only know how to use typewriter. So it's very important and crucial for you to develop yourself. If not, you become jobless. You become jobless. I encourage you to prayerfully seek for job. I encourage you to be social. I encourage you to develop yourself. And I want to draw your attention on this point to overcome joblessness, self-employed. Dr. Miles Morris made a statement. He said there is no hope in a job. The only hope you have in a job is when you can't develop yourself. Because if you are no more useful in a company, you can be laid out. But of course, when you employ yourself, nobody can lay you out. You'll be so unique. You'll be so unique. I encourage you to follow these principles and overcome joblessness. You can follow me on my Facebook, my social media handle, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and you will not regret it. God bless you. See you on our next edition. Remain blessed.